All right, y'all, let's go ahead and cut the music. What's going on? Let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, what's up, Marcus Bell? Just got a couple of things to talk about tonight, so shouldn't be too long unless we got open link or whatever. But yeah, for the most part, this should be quick because we only had two fights last night. Um, but yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to another combo live stream. And yeah, we had a couple fights last night. And let me just pull this stuff up. Yeah, couple fights last night, and I had to go back and watch them. Like I said, I wasn't going to get on and do a live. I was out till like midnight. Got in about I think about 11 o'clock. I started to watch the fight at midnight and do a replay, but I was too tired, man. I said forget that. So I got up and watched the main event at about like 6 in the morning, and it still didn't really stick. So I had to watch it again this afternoon, and then I went back and watched the bantamweight fight. But I think action wise, we can all agree we didn't really miss much, right? On paper, it looked good. We have two WMMA main events coming up. It just all came down to styles and hopefully who was going to come in and really put on some real action. But what's up, Marcus? What's going on, Six? Paul, what's up, man? But yeah, there was supposed to be another WMMA fight last night, I believe. I just wanted to go back and pull it up real quick and see who it was. I forgot. Yeah, it was supposed to be another strawweight fight between Polostri. Julia Polostri was supposed to be making her debut against Stephanie Luciano, but that fight got canceled. And before that, she was supposed to fight Josephine Knudsen this month, and that got canceled because Stephanie Luciano was originally replacing Josephine Knudsen as they moved her fight down a couple weeks. But yeah, Pelostri, you had two cancellations already. Six said Ebos should have won that fight. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that here in a minute. I gotta understand. I gotta see where you coming from with that one. I heard some people say robbery, but I'm like, I saw no robbery. I saw class and session for Ebos, basically. That's what I saw. Yeah, I'm just being honest. I picked Rose, yeah. And in all honesty, I thought Ebos tried, but she just couldn't hit the mark, right? But real quick, let's look at this bantamweight fight. The bantamweight division is still looking for some action. I mean, the fans were still looking for that next it girl or it fighters. We're just looking for some it fighters, somebody that really stands out at 135. And Montserrat Rendon versus Daria Zheleznyakova wasn't an exception. It's still, we still got some work to do. Still got to do some scouting out here. I know some people felt like Rendon won the fight. I was looking at because somewhere around like 9 when the fight was on, 9:30, I did take a peek at it, but I didn't get to see the whole fight. I took a little peek at it around 9, and from what I was seeing, I thought Rendon could have been winning the fight. I thought she was doing a little bit more and touching a little bit more. And then I looked at the stats and I saw she had like 3 takedowns in the fight. So I said, okay, maybe she's about to edge this one out again. But I saw the decision go to Zheleznyakova. So when I watched it this afternoon fully through, I could have seen it going either way, really. Like I didn't really see anyone stand out. There was some tit for tat moments in this fight. I saw Rendon actually try to go for takedowns and get some. That was the only thing that she did that stood out from Zheleznyakova. I think Zheleznyakova had more power. She threw more jabs in the pocket and seemed like she turned her shots over a little bit more, and her strikes were a little bit more solid. I think Rendon just had trouble finding her range. Sometimes she was just too far out in this fight, but it was like a seesaw battle. It's kind of a seesaw battle. What did you think about this fight, Marcus? I mean, I know we were talking about it, but I know we both agree that neither one really show like this next level, and nobody really made us think or made me think that this is the top 15 fighter. You know, looking at the total of strikes, I see Rendon only landed 28 compared to Zheleznyakova 73. She got 3 takedowns, but yeah. So I guess they had Zheleznyakova outlanding her, but Rendon did do some damage. I mean, old girl had some really well. I'm gonna say she had a lot of cuts, but yeah, around the bridge of the nose, she did have a lot of blood pouring. Paul said I had Daria and was honestly sweating because of her bloody face because of the Rendon's takedowns. Yeah, I didn't really think that when I saw it. I was like, I don't think she's like pulling this thing out by unanimous decision. I was kind of surprised they had it unanimous. What about you? I thought it might have been split. I was looking for a split decision here. I thought somebody might have had it for Rendon. I thought Daria was ahead on striking, but she didn't seem to want to win too bad, and her takedown defense was terrible. Yeah, her takedown defense wasn't on point. I thought, if she was going to be moving like this and wanting to strike, her sprawl would have been much better, and even like her clinch control up top. But she was very just open to being taken down and then trying to scramble and scoot back up. But as she moves around, you fight somebody like Russian Ronda, Chelsea Chandler, those fighters, they take her down and she's not getting up. Oh, Brian, what's up? He said, I think Rendon pulled it off. Yeah, I really can't say Zheleznyakova won this thing solid. I've definitely seen it like a split decision. Like if I watch it again, I think Rendon might have pulled it out. I think Rendon won the first round. You could have gave her the second, or you could have mixed it up however you wanted. Neither one of them really just stood out. I mean, they fought. There was a lot of connections, blood, but I didn't really walk away feeling like anybody was a standout here. At least in Macy's fight and Chelsea Chandler's fight when they won, I could say, okay, we can look at some matchmaking here now. Macy Chaseall moves up to number 6. She could fight Ketlin Berry again, the Holly Kayla winner. Chelsea Chandler could fight Macy or somebody, but this fight didn't really decide anything, man. It just got to see some girls working. Just got to see them put in that work. Rendon, she's got to add a little bit more. Got to be a little bit more forceful. I know she's 35, 36. Daria's 28 years old, so she still got some years to learn a little something. Let me see here. Hold on. Is she 38 years old? No, 35. Rendon. Really hard to. Dang, just give me an answer here. Just trying to pull up the stats again. All right, yeah. So she's 9-1. Handed Zheleznyakova her first loss. Robot Chicken, what's up, man? Running Rini, good evening. Marcus Bill said, I thought the fight could have went either way as well, but neither stood out. But I was surprised how Rendon was able to mark up Daria. Yeah, Daria is kind of like a scrapper. Like, I've never really seen like her with like this slick defense. I expected her to, go in and eat a few shots here and there, because looking at her last few fights, even though she's connected with some power shots, I've seen her walk into some shots like that. She will walk into some punches like that. Let's see. But yeah, from here, I think that they just need to fight, keep fighting, fight more unranked fights. At some point, we need to see even Rendon like step on the gas a little bit. Since Rendon lost this fight, maybe her and Jocelyn Nunes can fight. Maybe that Russian Ronda, she can fight Zheleznyakova next to see if she can handle that type of pressure and judo from what is her name, Alex Leva. So any mixing it up at the unranked realm, the unranked bottom, the bottom 18 through 25, That'll work. Nobody's ready for top 15 out of these two here. All right. But let's talk a little bit about Rose Namajunas. Talk a little bit about what y'all. I already gave my thoughts in the video, but overall, after watching this fight between Rose and Ribas, I had to ask that question, man. Are either one of these flyweights now? Are they flyweights after seeing what they bring to the table? Because to me, really, man, like after watching it the second time and just looking at it kind of play out, this fight could have been at 115, really. I didn't really see anybody, because this is what I do sometimes. I will look at what's going on, and then I'll start matching these fighters up with who they're up, who else they might have up there, who else they might be up against in the division. Let me put it that way. Like, when I watch this fight, I'm already kind of thinking, okay, can Ribas handle Manon's power like this, or could Rose handle Aaron's ground technique like this? Could she do the same thing? That's why, as I watched the fight, I said, when I'm looking at this, I'm not seeing like full on flyweights here. Maybe strawweights, but Ribas, her durability is here at 125. She can take a shot here. She can definitely take a punch here. So I think, Ribas, maybe with a little bit more work in her skill set, and, maybe build up her strength a little bit more, maybe she could be successful. And some defense, doggone it, man. She needs to stop taking these shots. Maybe she could be, the next flyweight, I won't say contender, but somewhere like top 5. Rose, it's tough to say, man, like what she's doing and how she's moving. It worked in this fight. I can say clearly, like I thought she was clearly the winner. 6. I don't see. What's up, BJ? I appreciate that running ring with the 5 spot. I got to see what you were talking about. 6. Like, I don't know how you thought Ribas won this fight, though. I didn't see Ribas winning this fight. I saw Rose controlling it. I saw her having the skills and everything. Rose had everything in her tool belt to control this type of fighter. And that's what I was saying going into this. And that's why I had to pick Rose, either by a late round stoppage or a decision. Because I said, I think she just has enough tools. And Ribas is really the perfect opponent for her, to grow in the 125, because, Ribas doesn't have the strength or even like the striking IQ or power. Like when she jumped in there with Manon Fior as a first fight, that was just a bad idea. But this fight here, she could kind of do whatever she wanted to with just pure technique. But as far as what she was doing, was it enough to say it's full on flyweight power or flyweight strength? I don't know. And I know, BJ, I was knocking the comfortable move up for Grasso. I could still see like certain things in that move up with Grasso. Like, even though her opponents weren't as hard as I'll say like Aaron, Grasso's move up and her feel, you could see like the power and pop in Grasso's punches, and you could see the power carrying up, and you could see her growing. And even like the clinches, even when she was in the clinch with Macy Barber at times, like Grasso had success there, and even successful on the ground against Grasso. Like, you could see her feeling that muscle. Like, you could see the strength in Grasso's performances. All right. I still think that, Rose, maybe she put on a little bit more muscle, even like in the core. Maybe that would help. But in this fight, yeah, I saw her really win it off of technique and just skills. That's against a fighter that not as strong as the top 4 or 5. And I bring that up because she's already looking for that. She's looking for that now. Let me look at these comments real quick. Dang, River Rat, what's up? He said, I lost a lot of money on Rendon fight. How did she lose that fight? Yeah, I Yeah, my pick was Daria. Daria's Zheleznyakova. Dang, man. Mm. Yeah, that wasn't no guaranteed win for nobody, man. Like, if they put her down, did they put her as the underdog or the favorite? I didn't see, but yeah, I wouldn't have. Yeah, I wouldn't have put none on that one. I went with Zheleznyakova because she lets her hands go a little bit more, and she stays in that range. James said, right, Grasso has much more pop than Rose at 125. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, when I see Rose at this weight, like, as long as the opponents don't have that physical strength or maybe even that durability, they will stay at bay. Like, she can keep them at bay, you know. Because let me see. Yeah, I think Rose could have beat some of the people that Grasso did, of course. Like, well, Jin Kim, I think she could have. She didn't fight Roxy, but I think she could have beat somebody like Roxy. Rose could have, and even JoJo. Yeah, I think she would have won that fight. Macy, this version of Macy Barber, I don't know. And speaking of that, that's who she's calling out now. She's calling out Macy Barber. After this fight, she says she's calling out Macy, man. Like, what do y'all think of that? I mean, I'm gonna have to put that down as a matchmaking Monday because she won it, and hopefully they'll make that fight next. But even with that type of fight, that's going to be a rough one, man. Again, she has those skills and technique to maybe take away the power in spots, but even Grasso, she really had to be on her toes. Like, Grasso won that fight clearly, but even Grasso, she had to be clearly on her toes. But I think Rose, in that fight, she's going to have something that can hurt her, and she's going to have to counter that strength. But, Rose, I will say this, she did seem to be stronger than Ibas. Like, at the post-fight interview, Rose, they did say they expected Ibas to be stronger, and that's what I said. Like, I expected her to be stronger. So, we agree on that. Ibas had been at 125 a little bit more, and, she's a little bit leaner, and, ground is where she likes to be. I thought Ibas was going to be a little bit stronger. And yeah, Rose, they said they didn't really feel her strength. They said maybe it was just like, she said, her positioning or her experience in wrestling. But yeah, Ibas wasn't as strong as they thought. And I was surprised, man. Like, that's why I kept saying, maybe if she clinches up and gets it to the ground, she will have it. She will have opportunities there, but yeah, she didn't look as strong. Maybe again, Rose just filled out. Maybe she just feels stronger. She did feel stronger. Maybe that wrestling and putting a little bit of muscle on did help her. Real quick, let me go to some comments here. James said right now, Barber would be a good win on Rose's resume. If Barber wins, she's a good name on her resume. Barber has much more pop than Rose. Rose has good movement, counter punching. BJ said, I'm not shaming Rose. She just doesn't look like a flyweight. She looks like a blown up straw weight. Yeah, I can agree with you there. I can agree with you there, man, because nobody's saying you got to come in fully muscled out, because everybody knows that you don't have to be this diesel type of fighter or bodybuilder or even ripped up. You don't have to be that type of fighter to win fights. But sometimes we can see a little extra baggage in some areas. You can tell when that might be the person's, slowdown. They're handicapping a fight. Like, not saying Rose was up in there like dragging her feet like she was a slug up in there, but you could definitely see the difference. Like, and yes, she was a little bit slower, but I still think her timing helped her a lot in this fight. I think timing is a big part of Rose's her success, and it helped her in this fight. But that slowing down, it will be a problem against them heavy girls and heavy grapplers like Aaron and Karine Silva. Now, her speed, it'll be a problem if she ever gets that rematch with Manon again. I think that fight still goes the same way, maybe even worse next time. Natalia Silva, quick. Those girls are going to be quicker. So we'll see. Maybe she just needs to fill out a little bit more and see how the next fight goes. But by the Macy Barber fight, she's got to be ready and faster than she was in any of the other fights, right? Marcus said Macy Barber versus Rose gives me that Andrade vibe as far as pressure goes. Yeah, same here, man. It kind of gives me that, I don't ever see like Barber being as physical as far as like wanting to grab on and latch on, but as far as how she lines up her punches, definitely like power and maybe doing some serious damage. Because that's another thing too, man. Like now that Rose is moving up, she's been taking hits. She definitely. I mean, she's always taking hits, and like I said, Rose has a good chin. But at 125, you getting touched up. You can't eat too many Barber sandwiches like that. You cannot eat too many Barber sandwiches like that going into a fight, man. With that type of fighter, um, it'll definitely be a problem. Definitely be a problem. Like consecutive shots from Barber like that, nah, man. But yeah, Rose chin been tested in the past. It's good. It's legit. He got hit a couple times in this fight with some good shots, but it won't be one that you want to test in like a Barber fight. But yeah, Barber definitely has an equalizer. She's fast at the weight too. If she gets them legs up high too, Barber, she's got some extra weight, but she can move and throw high kicks. So, if Barber just looks at this tape, it feels like she's quicker. If she starts working how to stalk more and not wade in with hooks, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. All right, Six, I know I asked you that question. Let me go back and see what you said here. Hold on. Six said Ebas scored the takedowns and barrage of punches opportunities. But what did she do with the takedowns? And remember, Rose, if you want to score takedowns, remember Rose, she did get a takedown as well. But every time Ebas get a takedown, Rose is the one actually controlling her. That was the impressive part there, because even like I said, my keys to victory, when she countered that judo, that's what she needs to do, is counter that judo. And when she does, Ebas gonna get put on her back. And yeah, Ebas did score some takedowns, but gotta go back and look. Rose took over in the position. Top control. Ebas didn't do too much off of her back. And yeah, she did land barrages, but I still don't think she landed like enough barrages to fully hurt Rose or do like serious damage. The numbers were close. Yeah. But even if you look in the 5th round, I thought Rose, she pretty much took it home there. I think she did. Moo Moo says Rose thinks Blanchfield beats Manon. Yeah, I heard her say that. Yeah, I was looking at their picks. I think Ebas said she thinks Manon beats Aaron, but yeah, she thinks Blanchfield beats Manon. I think she's saying that too because she wanted that rematch. Because that's a good fight too. Like the loser of this fight should fight. Rose should get the loser of this fight too. She could get the loser of this fight. I prefer to get the Macy fight since she called that out. Mumu said that Combo give the prediction on the Manon versus Blanchfield. No, I didn't yet. Six said how though when Ebas held the head in control. Like what part did she hold the head in control at? Like I know that 3rd round when she got the headlock, yeah. But in the other rounds, she had that forearm on Ebas's throat, and they were controlling, her face too and her breathing. And she was controlling her overall body too. Like Rose had her whole body in position to just stay where it was. Like she really couldn't get anything done. Yeah, I didn't see it. Like if you scored the fight for Ebas 6, like how many rounds did you give it? I'm just curious. That's all. Like I don't, I mean, I disagree with you, but I'm not arguing with you about it. But I'm just saying, like, where did you see Ebas win the fight? Like in rounds 1, 3, 5? Okay, 6 said 3-2. Okay, ain't bad. All right. I honestly could have seen it 3-2 for Rose. If I was going to give any round more than 1 round to Ebas, I would have given Ebas 1 and 3. But when I watched it again, I had it 4-1. I had it 4-1 at one point, 3-2. But I never seen her Yeah, Paul. I couldn't give Ebos round 5. I thought she lost that one clearly. Yeah, 1 I probably would have because, yeah, Rose stole it. She stole it when Ebos went with that head toss, and she took over. Hold on. James, you're asking, you said, "What's up with the lack of power at 125? Seems like she couldn't hurt nothing." That's the problem. Yeah, I just don't think her power is carrying up like that. I think she has some okay pop. I think she just has some okay pop, but she tried in this fight too. I could see her falling with that right hand. Like Rose was falling with it. So yeah, maybe if this was 115, she probably could have knocked Ebos out. But yeah, she does have a lack of power. Maybe it's just that she just don't carry it up like that. Maybe she's just going to be more of a physically stronger type of fighter, but not necessarily a power puncher. You know, now you're starting to see, I guess, more her precision is how she really gets her statement across. Mumu said Rose is slower at flyweight. She mainly had pop at 115 because of her speed. Right. Speed and accuracy. Those two things together, they were a deadly combination. But up here, you're going to have, and another thing too, I will say this, James, it's just not the lack of power. It's the bigger girls. They're durable. Like, because we already seen us have like more, she had more strength at this weight. Like Ebos can take a punch better at 125. Um, Not gonna hurt those bigger girls like Aaron and Manon like that, or even Macy Barber. Might crack them with a couple counters, you know, cut them up here and there, but that's another thing. Like, it's just not her lack of power. I just think these girls are too big. The durability is too much. She threw some nice little. Ebos did throw some nice little, pity pat shots in there, and she did land some nice little low kicks behind the knee. I will give her that. BJ said Rose versus Chikagan. I'll take that. Rose versus Chikagan. I would take that fight. I'd like to see that. That's a chess match. That's a chess match I would watch. Mumu said, "When am I gonna give my prediction on Aaron Manoa?" I'm gonna give it this week. Come by before Friday. Definitely before Friday, I'll do it. It's just a 50-50 fight. A good 50-50 fight. Paul said again, give this one to Rose, fine, but if she's squeaking out a victory against Ebos, she ain't going out any further from here on. No, 6 said Rose ain't winning a belt at 125 with that performance. BJ said drop that pick. Drop which pick? Nah, I ain't dropping. You can say whatever you want in the chat. Try to stir me up. Start trolling. You can tell me Manon is going to get beat up by Roxy again, but I'm still not picking. You can tell me Aaron Blanchfield is going to starch. No, Macy Barber's going to starch Aaron Blanchfield. You trying to work around it, trying to get me to give my pick, but I'm not going to do it yet. Six said I was more impressed with Ebos's performance than Rose. I was a little disappointed in Ebos. I expected her to not chase like physically chase Rose, but I expected her to chase the victory a little bit more. Mumu said, "Is Manon still your favorite fighter?" I got a lot of favorite fighters. Aaron's one of my favorite fighters. To some people it just goes under the radar because I like strikers, but no, Aaron's one of my top fighters. Like, I'm gonna say it again. I have to repeat myself a lot, but I was following Aaron before I was following Manon. I was following her since she was real young, like 17 or something. When she was just doing jujitsu, just doing grappling. When I would see her doing that, and I followed her, seen all her fights with Invicta and all of that. Mumu said I was to your channel in the past. I remember you talking about Manon. I have because people ask me, and she did get to the UFC first and had more fights. And looking at her style and what she was doing as she was coming up, she gave me something to talk about more, because flyweight was crazy. Flyweight was a division that me and BJ been talking about. And as Manon came in, I was like, oh yeah, this girl, like, she gonna be something. So yeah, definitely, like, I like both fighters. I like both fighters' styles a lot. See, Paul knows a little something. He said, I love Denise Gilles. Paul learned a little something. But yeah, I talk about Manon. Yeah, I have to come to her defense sometimes when people like BJ be talking about she ain't her. He says Casey O'Neill is just as good as Manon, stuff like that. That's why you hear me talk about her a lot, Moo, because I have to come to her defense a lot. Like, people aren't giving her credit because she's not knocking people out anymore and things like that. So, but I'm also going to tell you where I think there's a few weaknesses in fighters. I'm going to tell you where I think they need to improve. I'm going to tell you if I feel like they ain't stepping on the gas when they need to. Like, honestly, Manon versus Rose, I think she could have stopped Rose in that fight. Rose wants a rematch with her, but I think next time around, I think Manon would stop her in a rematch. And if she don't, I would be mad. I'd be disappointed. I'd be like, because the keys on how to stop Rose there's right there for Manon's style. Robot said, I'm taking Verna. Okay, he's taking Verna. I'm gonna put that right here. Robot's taking Verna. Mumu said, is no filter off the Casey O'Neill thing. No, he's not. Mumu said, I thought no filter didn't like Aaron for real. BJ, you ain't never like Aaron? I remember I told him about Aaron. I was telling him about it. Aaron's a beast now. But he thinks Jennifer Maya is no, he thinks Jennifer Maya would beat Aaron. He's like, Aaron ain't gonna beat Jennifer Maya. He said style wise, he ain't beating her. James said, how likely is a stoppage next week? I can't say yet. I didn't really think a stoppage was very likely. I thought a stoppage was likely in Rose's favor in this fight in the later rounds, but as it went on in like round 3, I didn't really see it in this one. But next week, Mumu said Aaron can't really wrestle. I think that she's really good at cage wrestling and she's really good at control. But like purity wrestling, I think she gets the job done for what she's able to work with. But I think it's just something that she's improving on. Like, she's improving in every area, even like with her kickboxing. I know people used to feel like Aaron's kickboxing was raggedy. Like, another thing, see, Mumu, I'm one of the ones that always said Aaron's striking's been good, man. Like, it's effective. But people be talking about Aaron's striking, saying it's not good. But that girl got a long jab, man. She got a long jab and she can fight behind it. She's got a good right hand too. That's why this fight could be very, very, very interesting on the feet. Like, once Aaron gets a little bit more confident in her hands as time goes on, people call Aaron stand up not good and just not effective. But I'm like, no, them things, she throw blocks. Like, her hands are heavy. Aaron's takedowns are wrestling takedowns. She's a good grappler. I like her wrestling. I like her. I like her. Her strike is a little slow. Her time is what's really helping her in fights. And she got that underrated. She got that underrated head kick too. That's what I'm saying. Like, they got to look out for that. Fight night, but got to look out for that. Aaron can get them legs up there too, just like Macy can. Like, Aaron can throw a head kick. Aaron can throw a head kick too. So you got to look out. I'll tell you where I was scared at. I was the most scared I was ever for Aaron in a fight is not the Jessica Andrade fight. A lot of people thought Aaron was going to get knocked out in that fight, but I was like, nah, Aaron going to win that fight. She going to stop this girl. She going to submit Jessica Andrade in the second round or so. and she did. I was worried about Erin in that first round of the Tyler fight, man. But when I saw her make it through that round and just kind of weather the storm and then change the fight around, I was like, yeah, Erin's a dangerous fighter. That was probably the most danger I've seen Erin in so far was that first round with Tyler, where she was eating them shots. It wasn't wise, but she was doing it. The most nervous I've been from Winona was whenever she ate that head kick from Jennifer Maya. When she pulls back, though, that's dangerous, man. When she pulled back like that, Jennifer Maya caught her with the head kick. So okay. Well, yeah. But yeah, earlier, like I was saying, I do think that Ebos, she could still be at flyweight. I think she just needs to fine-tune some things, defense, maybe commit a little bit more to her punches, like make them combinations a little bit, step into them a little bit more, make them a little bit more stinging. Rose, I think that her skills is going to help her against fighters like Ebos, but as far as like the top 5 getting the belt at some point, I just don't see it. Like, I don't see her as that full flyweight. As I went back and looked at the past fights with Grasso, I said, yeah, I had to give her a lot of credit, even though I don't think that they were the most dangerous opponents for her. She was able to work on stuff and fine tune stuff and let her body fill out. So, Grasso made a very big change, very dramatic change from 115 to 125. Heart and all, man. She proved me wrong on that. Definitely. Shout out to Slide of Mine who trained with Grasso. He be coming up in here, always bringing that up. And I'm like, yeah. Hey, she did it, man. She did it. Let's see. Mubu said, what about against Rose? And it looked like Manon got dropped. She didn't, but it looked like it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, in that third round, like when she slipped. Yeah, because I called that fight again, and I don't know if I didn't get a chance to. Yeah, look at that part like closely. But yeah, like she landed like a left hand or something, and like Manon had slipped at this in that moment. Yeah. I don't think she trains with Gane, no. B just said no, he like and respect Aaron Blanchfield. Yeah, he do. He do. You gotta mess with him a little bit. He do. All right, so I got about another 20 minutes because I'm gonna get off here a little bit early. I'm kind of hungry, but if BJ, you got anything to say in like 20 minutes as far as what you saw, I'm going to put a link right here, BJ. If you want to click on it, feel free to click on it. 20 minutes this time. I will get off this time because I'm hungry. Who thinks Rose has a title run at? Who thinks she not a title run, but who thinks she can make her way up to the title though? Anybody? Not too many feel like she has that opportunity ahead of her. All right, he said give him a second. Okay. Mumu said I kind of hope Manon wins because she's older and doesn't have as much time. Or Erin has a lot of time to build herself back up. You know what? I would love to see the rematch between Erin Blanchfield and Tracy Cortez again at some point. Like, I like to see them fight again. Of course, not right now, but let's say if Erin was to win this fight and even win the belt, and along the way Tracy Cortez climbs up, I would love to see that rematch. Or even if Erin lost this fight, maybe fell down the rank a little bit, I would like to see that. I would like to see Tracy and Erin fight again. Of course, I'm gonna go with Erin. Robot Chicken said, I got Manon. I trust her takedown defense and footwork. Yeah, I've been looking, the training and, Manon and their team, they've been working hard. They've been working hard at the get ups and get downs, get ups and the takedowns and everything. James said, no, Rose not sniffing that belt. If she does, it'll be her greatest accomplishment for sure. Six said, nope. Running Reedy said, not me. Yeah. Paul said, nobody. Yeah, I looked at the poll again. And it was like 90-something%. I said, dang, y'all don't give Rose a chance. But that's crazy because What I'm saying is proving what y'all been backing up. Though I give y'all some credit for everybody that picked Grasso to beat Valentina. I got to give y'all respect. Y'all saw something because that means we up the same alley now. I see what y'all were talking about because you see the difference in what Grasso did and how she got into the weight. It really paid off for her. It worked. The opponents weren't too hard. The opponents were just enough to help her work on what she needed. So by the time she got to Valentina, she was good to go. Okay, now 78% said no. 22% said yes. But another thing? Dozier, what's up? He said Rose is no threat at flyweight. Mumu said that Combo get a prediction for Yan Wei Lee. Do I ever get my predictions early? I have. I mean, I can give you this prediction this week too, man. Like Yan Wei Lee. I mean, this one ain't as tough, but I would love to see Yan win. But I really got Wei Lee. I really got Wei Lee winning this fight. Now, if it was Tatiana versus Wei Lee, I'm gonna have to wait. EQ said my best pick was Esparza by split over Rose. I can show anyone a ticket. Yeah, I picked Esparza to win, not by split like you did. Let me think. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I think another thing too is Grasso had never won a belt before. That's what helped her get really into like that physical shape she was in and mental shape. See, Rose, she had already won a belt 2 times. So I think we see a little difference in them. Yeah, I did see that footage of Wei Lee like kicking Merab in the stomach. Anybody want to take one of them shots to the stomach? And she was doing that side kick to the stomach. But yeah, she's been training. Hey, Merab is the cardio machine. Is anybody picking Merab over Sean O'Malley if that fight happens? That's a good team up right there. James said, I'm going Rocket with Manon. BJ said he's going for Aaron. I'm going with Roxy. Put Roxy in against any of them and she beating her. Mumu said so it means Whaley about to wrestle hard against Yan. If she's smart, she will. Because I will say this, Mumu, I still give Yan a solid chance if it stays on the feet multiple rounds. Say Mumu, it stays on the feet at least 3 rounds, and Yan denies all those takedowns, and she still got some energy. If she lands something nice and sweet on Whaley's chin, anything could happen. But I'm still leaving that open because she can move and she can counter, but I still think Whaley will wrestle hard in the fight, and she can brawl too. Might rough her up. Mumu said, "Do you think Yan is the better striker?" Let me see. I think that I would say I'd still say Whaley is like the better MMA striker. I think Yan is the better kickboxer in some ways, but I think that Whaley. Oh, you said the same way I did. I think Whaley's still the better striker. Yeah, yeah. I think Whaley's the better MMA striker. I think Yan impresses me with those combinations and that movement and how she steps around like a kickboxer. Because I honestly, man, I love Marina Rodriguez, but I thought that Yan Zhanan pulled that fight out. Paul said Andrade Marina gonna cool. Yeah, that's a good fight too. I'm rooting for Marina in that fight, man. Yeah, better MMA striker I think is Whaley, but I think like kickboxing wise, I would say Yan. Yeah. James Press said, do you think Yan wins a round or two or it's a shutout? Man, if she can keep it standing at least 2 rounds, she could, get a couple. I'm really hoping we don't see a shutout, but I do lean towards another shutout. I'm just hoping it doesn't go like the Lamos type of way. Like, I'd rather it just end. Manon going to beat Aaron similar to how she beat Rose, just distance, control, and jab. Yeah, she's got to do it for 5 rounds, man. I think she even got to do some heavy clinch work at times just to really get it. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. The number one thing Manon's gonna have to do in this fight is get Aaron's respect, and that is gonna be a hell of a job. I'm gonna say this too. I don't know if she will get Aaron's respect in this fight. All right, I'm gonna just put that out there, Moo Moo. I ain't giving picks yet, but I honestly don't think you're gonna get Aaron's respect in this fight. It's tough. It's tough. I think you gotta finish her, or you just gotta clearly outclass her. Okay, y'all. I got my man BJ in the building now. What's up, BJ?
Hey, I've been waiting about 25 minutes to get up in here,
Man,
man.
get out of here. You ain't not been waiting no 25 minutes. What's up, man?
No, go ahead with what you was just talking about because I was going to chime in on that. You said something about Aaron gaining, or
Okay.
Aaron, if Manon will gain the respect from Aaron.
Okay, yeah, this is what I gotta say. I'm gonna give it to you here. I think the hardest thing Manon's gonna have to do in this fight is gain Aaron's respect, and earning Aaron's respect has almost been impossible. I won't say it's impossible, but I have not seen anybody in any of her fights gain her respect. Like I would say this: I've seen Rose respect fighters in the past. I've seen Macy have to respect fighters in the past, but I've never seen Aaron respect a fighter in there. Civil wise, you know what I mean? Like she's always a class act, but I'm talking about when they're in the fight. I've seen Aaron respect people. I've seen Valentina have to respect people. But the thing that makes Aaron so scary, I think, for in this fight is the fact that she don't respect you. And Manon's got to earn that respect in this fight.
The problem
Okay.
is, the problem for me, man, is just it's going to be real dangerous for Aaron. That first round with Manon it's gonna be dangerous for Aaron. Like Aaron's gonna have to hold her ground in round 1, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like round 1, she has to hold her ground. You know what I'm saying? Because Manon is big and Manon is powerful and Manon is tough. And Manon can punch, you know what I'm saying? Like she can hurt you in striking. You know, if you want to strike with Manon, she gonna welcome the striking. That's what she wants to do. She'd rather do that than the grapple. So, at that point, and of course, when every round starts on the feet, Manon's gonna be looking to capitalize on Aaron Blanchfield on the feet. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's going to be real. Like on the feet, as good as Aaron is, it's still some aura of danger there. You know what I'm saying? When striking with Manon, because I don't think Manon's going to be as hesitant to engage with Aaron Blanchfield on the I don't think she's going to be. I don't think Aaron's strength, even though we recognize it, I don't think that is something that worries Manon, because Manon, dude, we talk about her build and her body and how her muscles look under her skin. You know what I'm saying? Like we see how she looks, man. Manon, strength wise, I don't think she's intimidated by anybody. So if Aaron is strong, she's gonna have to be strong in here with Manon. When they close the distance on each other. But I don't think Manon is gonna be scared to get close to Aaron. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I'm not saying Aaron can't be successful in taking Manon down and clinching Manon up, but I don't think Manon is that wary of it, because she's got good takedown defense. She's got a sturdy base, big, wide, broad body frame. Like if you want to get, start utilizing those back muscles in the clinch and stuff, like Manon is there for that.
I'm telling you, man, though, like it's a dangerous situation. Like James, he says she doesn't have to earn her respect. If she wants a clear victory over Aaron, she got to earn her. See, y'all still ain't giving Aaron enough credit here until she actually do something. Like I'm telling you, Aaron is a fighter. You got to. Manon can win without the respect, but the thing is, will y'all respect her if she win? Like, if y'all just see her point her, are you gonna respect her, Jane? What about you, BJ? If she just outpoint her, y'all gonna,
Like she's already got that
y'all ain't give
respect.
respect for them other fights where she just fight a good
No, no, no,
technical
no.
game.
I've said many times. I've said many times that I gotta quit doubting Manon. I mean, doubting Aaron Blanchfield after she went in there and stood in the pocket with Jessica Andrade. That opened my eyes. Like, okay, Aaron
Mhm.
Blanchfield is solid. Like, if you want to wade, if you're confident enough and don't even bat an eye at wading into a brawl with fucking Jessica Andrade, you earn my respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you earned it when she earned it in that fight. But what I'm saying, I think that Manon is more accurate and more dangerous on the feet, you know what I'm saying, than Jessica Andrade. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Like
well, no
Manon,
doubt. Yeah, 100%. She
yeah.
is. She is.
And
She
and
is.
she
That's the
utilizes
thing
her
though. Like,
tools,
she is dangerous, but the thing is, like, Aaron's mindset has just been so different than any fighter she's faced. Where my
right?
thing
Right.
is like can she earn the respect? That's my topic. Is just like, can she earn the respect? Like, yes, can she hit her here and here? Maybe, but the thing is, like, if Aaron don't feel like you got anything on your shots, she gonna keep trying different things. Like that's in contrast to what Ebos did. Like, Ebos took some of Rose's punches, but she never found any other way to win. See, when Rose, was hitting her with shots, Ebos stayed in the same gear. Like, Aaron says, okay, if I took this and I took this, you ain't got nothing. Then she switches another gear and then she starts taking over in the fight. That's what makes her dangerous. And that's why you have to, like Tyler Santos, hit her with big shots, but she couldn't respect her. Why? Because Tyler was standing right there. Like Monona, of course, she will do something different than Tyler. Like, Tyler wasn't countering. Like, Tyler was just throwing big shots. And Aaron said, I can take your power all day. But the scary thing is, if Manon is hitting you with shots you don't see, that could disrupt
That's
Aaron's thinking.
that's what I'm saying. Like, and I want to see Aaron, I want to see Aaron go straight for closing the distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see Aaron just right out the gate, you know what I'm saying, throw a couple jabs, kind of see what Manon gonna do, and just go straight for it, pin her against the cage, and instantly make it uncomfortable for Manon.
Hmm. Now, if we talking mental, James says she needs takedown defense, cardio, and movement. She need all that, of course. Those are givens. But I'm talking about getting that fighter's respect, like breaking her mentally, or even like taking her down a notch. Like, that's gonna be needed in this type of fight. That's got to be. It's gonna be needed on both sides. Like, Aaron's got to get Manon's respect, because I think same thing can be said on this side. Like, Manon feels like Aaron's gonna be an easier fight. You heard the interview. She feels like she's a fight that she can handle, and I'm hoping that she's gonna still respect what Aaron's bringing to the table. You know.
She has to, bro. Like, she's gonna have to respect her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you got two killers coming in here. Well, you got a 1.5 killers coming in here, you know what I'm saying, to really face each other, you know what I'm saying? But Manon, man, like, I want Manon, like, to turn it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be afraid, of Aaron Blanchfield, because it's a winnable fight for Manon. Manon, whether she's shown it to us or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get on about, like, everybody talking about her being this dangerous striker, who can put people down, but she hadn't really done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't really done that like that in the UFC. But the thing is, Manon is capable of it.
Yeah, she's
She's
capable of it.
capable.
No doubt.
She's
Yeah, she's
capable.
capable of it. But I think if she's
Yeah.
gotten up here, she's turned her style more into technique, where, if you're going to be on the feet that long for 4 to 5 rounds, and if stoppage isn't anywhere on the radar, then you got to be doing something to get your point across to Aaron. Like, you got to be doing something to make Aaron just at some point follow you around. Most like O'Malley and Vera. You know what I mean? Like, Vera was still dangerous, but there was a point where I think Vera knew that you lost the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't want that to happen for Aaron. That's why I'm saying, like, I want Aaron to be, like, fighting her fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I want Aaron to like Aaron knows. And another thing too, man, you know, not to be trying to bash on Erin Blanchfield, but one thing that Erin Blanchfield knows, she knows who she can play with on the feet. Like she knows who she can find success. Like it's a thin line between taking damage and finding success. You know what I'm saying? And Erin Blanchfield rides that line. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to ride that line. And I think she knows that she can't. I mean, but then again, she waded right into it with Jessica Andrade. But I do think that she knows. I think Erin Blanchfield will be aware. But then again, she may not care. Like she may eat those shots. Manon might not hit her with something big. You know what I'm saying? Manon may be too busy trying to take data and figure out what, you know, how to bob and weave Erin Blanchfield. You know, that Erin might catch her. You know what I'm saying? Like catch her, you know, in a body lock or something and get her down. Because if she put Manon on her back, like she gonna dominate Manon. She may not finish Manon there.
It could be interesting there though too, because like I was looking back, you know, even like when Leah McCourt was trying to wrestle Manon, Leah McCourt huge, and Manon had success with her. So I'm like, the more and more I look at her past fights, like Manon, her back might not like be the end of all fight. You know what I mean? Like to be scared, like it's a dangerous place for her to be with Erin, but I think that I think Manon will have more success like on her back than, or even on the ground than Miranda would have. Than Miranda did. Let me put it that way, because she's a little bit longer and she's bigger, you know?
Right.
Oh, hold on. James said y'all are close to making Erin the boogie woman. She's not. Like, where do we say she's a boogie woman? Do you know the definition of a boogie woman, BJ?
Absolutely. And her name is
what about you, James? Like,
I
I haven't heard anybody say she's a boogie woman. Like, don't mix
up. 5 minutes. I just spent 5 minutes talking about how careful Erin should be in this fight.
Right. Like, don't mix up a scrappy, tough fighter, a strong-willed fighter with boogie woman. Like, if you want to call somebody a boogie woman, call Kareem Silva. I understand that, you know, but I don't see Erin being a boogie woman. Like, I'm interesting, James. Come on, man. Come on back to reality, man. Mumu said, don't you think it's smart for Manon to offensively wrestle like JJ Aldridge did in the first round? I think it would be wise for Manon to maybe like get an upper body lock to keep Erin's arms up, because I think Manon's arms are, well, I think her balance is better. And I think her controlling her upper body would be interesting. Just so where she can't really get a good read on Manon's footwork to try to trip her. Reversals off the cage is going to be important though. Like I think if she reverses and puts Erin's back on the cage, she's got to be in a good position to work Erin's midsection. Like I still don't know how well Erin can take a shot to the midsection. Like she's not that hard in the midsection.
But how? But my thing is, how does Erin respond if Manon is coming out here offensively wrestling and putting her against the cage and tripping and taking her down? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if Manon puts Erin on her back? You know, Manon's got wrestling.
Yeah, if she puts her on her back, that's where you see Erin have to make sure that she can like use the cage. If it's near the cage, she's gonna have to use her cage to maybe turn into a position to get her leg up high enough to create that arm bar opening. Or she at that point, she's gonna have to look to submit. Like if Manon, I can tell you right this, okay, if Manon will look to wrestle, it's gonna be more so for position. All right. So Erin is gonna have to look for that submission. She's gonna have to look for that submission while Manon is getting position. And that's gonna be a dangerous place to still be. So Manon's gonna have to make sure ground and pound is in full effect when she's right there on top in that position on Erin.
That's dangerous, combo. That's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
That's dangerous, bro. You know, but that could be like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like Manon may have to find little victories in here against Aaron Blanchfield if she wants to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Like if she wants to wrestle, use her strength, but she may have to. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as, for me, you know what I'm saying, with the type of fighters they are, as long as Manon is standing at range with Aaron Blanchfield, to me, she's at risk of being taken down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like Aaron is good at taking people down. Aaron is good at pushing people against the cage and getting them down. It's just, man, like the threat of the takedown is my biggest worry when I'm looking at the fight from Manon's perspective. Like, Manon can be very dangerous and can damage Aaron on the feet, but Aaron can get a fight to the ground whenever she wants to. And we've seen that, man. Like, we've seen it.
And let's not ignore Aaron's long jab too. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Like I said in the comment section, man, Aaron Blanchfield was tearing Andrade's face up with that jab. You know what I'm saying? She was sticking, and it was long and it was stiff. Aaron was throwing combinations with it too, but I don't know. But to me, Andrade was like the perfect size for Aaron to because Aaron was bigger than Andrade in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Aaron Blanchfield was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, her punches, when she stuck them out there, like, it was perfect range though. And that's because Jessica Andrade's range has to be right there. Like, Jessica gonna fight in a range where she can hit you and she can get hit. But Manon don't quite fight like that. Like, you gotta be long like Chukagian, you know what I'm saying, to really land, to have success with a jab on Manon. That's what I'm saying. Like, Aaron Blanchfield, to me, she may have the length, but she don't have the height. And that's what's worrying me about them striking too, is like the height difference. Because Manon is a big, tall, long fighter, man, and Aaron Blanchfield, she's got size, but she's short. She's short.
Yeah. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's their heights, Combo? I know you the king of that.
Manon is 5'7" off top, and I want to say Aaron is about 5'5" or 5'4". Let me see. Hold on.
Okay.
I know. Yeah. Aaron is 5'4". Yep. Aaron, they list her about 5'4". So Manon, yeah, she's 5'7". So it's like a 3-inch height difference. G-Frame, he had said that Aaron is more position over submission. Yeah. I think though, like I was saying though, in that particular situation though, she will be looking for submission though. Like, especially if she's on the bottom, she'll look for submission. And just like she did against JJ Aldridge, you know what I mean? Like, it was right there. You don't give it to her, she'll take it. You give it to Aaron, she'll take it. So, neck, arm, Manon got to make sure she's in the right position and in full control if she happens to feel froggish and go for a takedown. You know what I mean? Mumu said Andrade fought Aaron with broken hands. Did she?
Yeah. I ain't never heard that. He
followed it up with LOL, so I don't know if he's joking, man. Mumu, you joking?
He joking. Zaman did say, what if Aaron exposes Manon striking?
Hey, anything is possible. That's what I'm saying. Like, Aaron is perfecting her craft. Like, Aaron's perfecting her craft. Like, I've been talking about like how she's getting better with her striking. Like, it's not pretty, but it's very technical. It's very, very technical. And like some people say, what if Manon wants to be the strong one and go down? Well, what if Aaron wants to strike? What if Aaron wants to stand on the feet longer?
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Now, I will say this. Look, I ain't trying to ruffle no feathers, but I think that Aaron's come so much more further than Mackenzie Dern has in her striking. And I say that because I'm comparing jiu-jitsu fighters who were really, really coming from that jiu-jitsu background. When they came over to MMA, you see a big improvement.
Come on, man. You talking about you're comparing a grappler. You're comparing
two black belts in jiu-jitsu that came over to MMA, that transitioned to MMA, and who's doing better. I think Aaron's a hell of a lot better striker.
Well, one of them is in a striker heavy division, and primarily at the top, and the other one's in a grappler heavy division, primarily at the top. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's kind of different. Like, look at who Aaron Blanchfield has outstruck versus who has outstruck Mackenzie Dern. You know what I'm saying? Verna Jandiroba didn't outstrike Mackenzie Dern.
Verna
You know what
won
I'm
that
saying?
fight.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come
Verna
on, man.
won that fight, man.
And Aaron Blanchfield ain't outstriking Chukagian or Alexa Grasso. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like she's out here,
That's not
you
the
know.
point. My point is the striking is working to their situation. I'm not saying they're the greatest strikers. I'm not talking about them out striking people. I'm talking about the striking is working to get what they need. Like Mackenzie Dern don't need Valentina's type of striking, but there's still errors in her ways why she get knocked down and knocked out. Like she still doesn't have the fundamentals of footwork and how to throw a basic jab. But when you look at Aaron, her stuff is working to the point that I could say, oh yeah, man, she might hang with Aaron. She might surprise Manon on the feet. Like Paul, Paul said it the way I said it before. Aaron throw that head kick behind the jab, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and she trained and Aaron trains with Chikagan too. You know, she trained with Chikagan, so you know she picking up pointers.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I thought you were just trying to say that one striking was better than the other. I'm about to say, man, they
No,
about on the same playing field, really.
one is better than the other. Yeah, Aaron is better than Mackenzie Dern. That was my
Oh,
point. I'm not saying that they're better strikers, like period. Like they're better strikers than Grasso and shit. I'm comparing the two, and yeah, I think Aaron is better than Dern. Yeah,
okay.
ask Andrade.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I get it. Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
right.
saying.
Yeah, I get that, man. Like I get how and why you say that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. But it's still dangerous. If I'm not, I'm gonna put it like this. My official pick for the fight is Aaron Blanchfield. Okay, but I would still be surprised if Aaron outclasses Manon on the feet. I would be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised because, oh my gosh, Aaron Blanchfield is better than I thought she was. I would be surprised because Manon allowed it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Aaron Blanchfield, because some fighters that we expect to see grappling from, we don't see it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We don't see it sometimes. Sometimes they elect to fight, they elect to strike. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So, what if this is a fight where Aaron Blanchfield is like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna strike, and she gets stuck in that striking mode and outclasses Manon? Then the problem was with Manon. My problem wouldn't be with Aaron Blanchfield because I'm like, yo, Aaron Blanchfield, because let's say Aaron did fight 5 rounds against Manon on the feet. I feel like Aaron's gonna be smart all 5 rounds with the striking. She's
Got
gonna
to
make
be.
she's gonna make the best decisions that she can on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Because Aaron's that type of fighter to me who's very she's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, she uses her head a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's
Yeah.
very methodical. You know what I'm saying? Like, she
Mhm.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very calculated and stuff. So she keeps the focus the entire fight. My thing is, I think that if it does turn out like that, that Manon, that's like handing a win on a silver platter to Manon. You know what I'm saying? And she should be on paper, she should be able to outclass Aaron Blanchfield on the feet. She should be able
Mhm.
to win a fight on the feet with Aaron Blanchfield. So, I would be surprised if Aaron went out there and outstruck Manon, to be honest.
Right. Yeah. That's where it would be surprising. Like if say Manon won like the inside exchanges and takedowns and grappling, you'd be like, whoa, you know. But if you saw like Aaron
Same
just
thing. Yep.
winning all these exchanges in 5 rounds, I'd be like, okay, something's wrong here. You know, I'd be taking some points away, taking some cards away. I'd be taking some striker cards away or some grappling cards away at night. But yeah, like I think it just to me there has to be a point where both of them have to do a little bit of what the other is stronger at, you know, just a little bit to kind
So
of
what
get
if
what they
Manon,
need.
what if Manon go out here and muscles up Aaron Blanchfield, man? Like, what if she what if she big sister Aaron? What if she on the ground comfortable with Aaron Blanchfield being offensive, not being defensive, being offensive?
I would I'd be praising him, but I'd be shaking my head at Aaron at that point. I would really be shaking my head at Aaron and be like, "Oh my goodness, Aaron, what you doing?" But at that, like if it came down to just like physicality or something like that, I'd be like, okay, it's understandable now. Now we see why. But if she just got like out grappled and couldn't find a way to even submit Manon or like move, I'd be thinking twice about her beating Grasso at that point even.
You should be thinking about that now.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
You
I knew I shouldn't have
you
said
should be thinking twice about that now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. But you know,
well, let me ask you a side question real quick. Um, if Rose did beat a couple fighters and went for a title shot, Grasso versus Rose, who you think win that?
Grasso versus Rose. I'm about to go with Grasso. I'm about to go with
Yeah.
I'm about to go with Grasso, bro.
Okay. Yeah. I think so too. I think so too.
I think Grasso will push. I think Grasso will push the pace on Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like I said about Rose. Rose is okay with fighting a slow, boring fight. You know what I'm saying? Like she's okay
Mhm.
with that. You know what I'm saying? And Grasso, to me, just her mindset right now, man, her mental right now, and you know what I'm saying, that belt fits. You know what I'm saying, Alexa Grasso. I see Alexa Grasso as a champion. She's a real champion to me now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She's doing
Okay.
this trilogy with Valentina, showing no fear against Valentina. And Grasso, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to beat Grasso, man. It's gonna be hard, even for people like Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like Rose, two-time former champion. Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? But that was at strawweight. This is a different thing at flyweight. So I mean, either one of who she has to fight next after Valentina, because I think she'll beat Valentina again. Whether it's
Mhm.
Aaron or Manon, it's gonna be a tough fight. It's gonna be a tough fight, but I think Rosso can. She's got a new level of being able to dig deep. Like she found this new level as champion, and her taking that fight with Valentina, that first fight, it forced Alexa Grasso. You know what I'm saying? It forced her to level up. It forced her to close some gaps. You know what I'm saying? And to elevate as a fighter and fight with the mind of a champion. And she's definitely she's definitely grown into the division, and she's risen to the top, man. It's gonna be hard to get that belt off of Grasso.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly think that's one fight. I think Grasso at this point, she's filled out and confident she would win that one. The timing exchanges would be kind of it would be that's the interesting part, like the boxing and range. But I think Grasso might be stronger than her. Well, I won't say might be. I think at this time, Grasso, I think she's filled out now. I think she'd be stronger, way stronger than like what I thought Ebos could be in the clinch. BJ, let me ask you a favor, man, because Mumu brought this up. He said we already saw JJ out grapple Aaron. Aaron got a standing guillotine, but couldn't get her on the ground and got taken down herself. Hey, man, since this is fight week, can you do a round by round on your channel this week on JJ and Aaron?
Absolutely.
And it's a quick one. So can you do Aaron and Tyler after?
I sure can. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's fight week, man. And I was like, shoot, man, I know BJ, he ready, he hype. And
Yeah, bro. Yes. I thought that fight was this week. That's crazy. That's why when I asked you early in the week, I was like, wait a minute, what is this? I was
yeah,
asking
when you said that, I was like, nah, don't give me a heart attack now.
I thought, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I'll do those round by rounds this week. I got a free week this week. I don't have anything planned after work this week, so I plan on hitting the channel heavy this week, anyways. So
That's what's
yeah,
up.
I can do both of those round by rounds in one night. But and people, when it comes to JJ Aldrich is a funny fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she's a funny fighter. JJ Aldrich is very well rounded, but to me, she's well rounded on a lower level. Yes, she is well rounded on a lower level, but if you allow JJ Aldrich to give you problems, even if you are a higher level fighter, if you allow JJ Aldrich to get reads on you, and if you make mistakes against JJ Aldrich, she will find ways to stifle what you're doing and have success in what you're doing, and what she's doing. So,
Hmm.
if somebody's struggling to beat JJ Aldrich, it's not, at this point, it's not very surprising.
Yeah.
JJ Aldrich is a solid fighter. Like, she's one of the harder fighters in the realm of the unranked. You know what I'm saying? To beat.
Yeah.
And some of the other good fighters that fight her in the unranks, you know what I'm saying, they lose to her. Like, she, Jillian, Montana, a few other people, like, they lose to JJ Aldrich because JJ Aldrich, like, she's like a top 15. You beat JJ Aldrich, you fight for a number next. You know what I'm saying? Or you can even get a number off of beating JJ Aldrich. So, it's just, she's one of those people. She's one of those things. She's one of those people.
Yeah, she definitely got them type of skills like that.
Right.
That's why I think, you go back and look at this fight. Oh yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to BJ No Filter MMA, man. Because if you do that this week, y'all got to get over there, man. Because he's gonna be calling them. I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
y'all
be
know
up in there. Look at this though. Read this. Go ahead and read this right here, BJ.
Here. I'm gonna have to get in there and chop it up with y'all one night, man. I'm tired of hanging around in the chat. What? What?
Easy. Look, easy. This big fight coming up, man. Look, you need to come in.
So be the week. Listen, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, look, either come in after this fight this weekend and get your thoughts on it, or just come up in here at some point this week because this is a big fight, man.
Yeah, this is a big fight. You know what I'm saying? And and we got 2 big weeks coming up this week and next week, bro. Because that PFL card next week, like that's next week, ain't it?
Which one?
That PFL card. That's next Thursday.
PFL is April 4th. PFL is April 4th. It's on a Thursday. Remember?
That's next week, right?
Yeah, next week.
Not this coming week, but the week after. Yeah. That Thursday. Yep. Yeah, and I'm gonna do a live stream for that one. I already said I'm gonna do it, bro. Like, I got to, bro. Like, I got to do that. But yeah, man. Shit. 2 big weeks coming up. I'm gonna be super. I know we both gonna be super active, man. This week and next week, because we got to get it out, bro. This is the fight we've been, for the last couple of years, Combo. We've been talking about this matchup, man, and it's here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's here. It's here, and it's time, you know what I'm saying? It's time to let it out. I got to get it out, man.
You got to, man, because like we got to give it. We got to, for the respect of these fighters, man, because they making it happen right now. Flyweight's crazy.
Yeah, flyweight crazy right now, dude. But that bantamweight fight, man. I still feel like fights like that, man, it's just why the bantamweight division ain't on fire right now, man. Like, it's just, there's been some good fights, you know what I'm saying? And see, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing about flyweight, man, and even strawweight, even these fights on the lower half of it, you know what I'm saying? These fights are exciting. These fights are dangerous especially flyweight, man. These fights we were looking forward to, as a WMMA community, we were looking forward to Montana De La Rosa versus JJ Aldrich. Like, we got to see what kind of questions going to be answered in this type of fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, we got to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, we excited.
I was more so excited about that one. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to see that. Because you've been talking about that, right? We were talking about seeing JJ versus Montana.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So there was some kind of excitement when that fight was coming in. And that's 2 unranked fighters. They're 2 veterans. I get it. But even some of these debutantes, Combo, that you've been calling for, that you've been watching, when Aaron came in, when Manon came in, Tracy Cortez came in, we were looking forward. We were like, okay, these are all good fighters coming into this division to make this division more exciting. You know what I'm saying? But bantamweight, man, that was just so lackluster, man. It was a good fight for the sake of fighting, but it was just like there wasn't a finish in sight, dog.
And there wasn't a winner in sight. Obvious winner in sight.
Winner in sight either. The only thing in sight was them titties.
There you go.
That's the only thing that was in sight, dog.
Oh boy,
I'm just like, man. Like, no wonder
people
ask
you, though, man. Serious up though. Like, does she have implants? Like, I'm just thinking because they ain't wise, man. Like, it seem like they slowing her down.
Absolutely. Bro, absolutely. I mean,
Because
Savannah
did you see
Warrior
that point in the
Gomez.
third round where she went to chasing after Zheleznyakova and she just looked slow? I was like, something's slowing her down, and I was like, I think that chest is. I mean, you can't if they real, you can't help it, but
They ain't real. No, bro, they not real.
mm,
They not real, homie.
dang,
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man. I'm just like, dang, like they big too, man. Like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You can obviously spot the fake ones. Like I said, like Savannah Warriors Gomez, like, you know what I'm saying?
Pro
Montana,
Gonzalez.
Pearl Gonzalez, Montana got them big fake ones now. You know what I'm saying? Joanna had them fake ones. Tatiana got them fake ones. Like, you can tell. Like, I can tell. You know what I'm
Suarez
saying?
got
But
him too. Wow.
oh, Suarez got fake lips. Suarez got boobs. Yeah,
I didn't
like
know she got
Tatiana.
those done. Dang. I'm surprised that ain't pushed her up the bantamweight.
Say it again.
I'm surprised, that hasn't pushed her up the bantamweight then.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, nah, they like some of these fighters, they got the fake ones, But it is what it. But they were like obviously fake though. Like
Yeah,
some of them
like
are,
I just
some of
didn't
them
know
are
at
obvious.
first because the angle she was standing at, it looked like, that it was natural, but then that she had like stepped up or like, kind of like fixed her shoulders back. I was like, she got implants? Oh boy, GAP said them things was swinging or them things was
I'm
GAP, you
telling you,
crazy.
boy, them things were swinging, bro. Somebody, somebody said Tatiana got fake. Absolutely. Go look at Tatiana's post-fight interview from where she won the Ultimate Fighter. You know what I'm saying? When she beat, who did she beat? Was it
Oh,
Amanda Bobby Cooper?
I think so. Yeah, it was ABC. It's ABC, I think.
Whoever she beat for to win the Ultimate Fighter. Look at her post-fight speech there, and look at her lips, and then go look at after she just fought. After she beat Montana, or after she beat Nina Ansaroff. Look at her
Does she do
post-fight
like
then.
the injections? You mean? Do you think she does
Yeah,
those? Uh,
yeah, she got
Like,
lip fillers, bro.
okay.
Yeah.
Megan Anderson does that too, I think.
Megan Anderson got them. Who else? Cheyenne Velisma's got them big fake ass lips.
Yeah, and
Um,
they are because when you look like okay, when you looking at okay, this y'all ain't ethnic, y'all aren't, these are white
right.
girls, that's, regular lip.
Casey O'Neill got them too.
Oh yeah, hers are you ain't had to tell me, I could see that on her. I'm like
Yeah,
these are just regular white women, that they just come in with the straight mouth most of the time, but when they have
right.
that, it's like, oh yeah, I know you got implants because they're not they're not natural like ours, and
Facts. Yeah, yeah, man. But yeah, man. I can see why bantamweight people look at people are not excited about bantamweight right now. I see it, and that's because we got people coming into the division like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not excited. I'm not pumped to see neither one of them fight again.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? I'm not excited about it. So I mean, and I get it. You have your standouts, people who I hear, putting on exciting fights like Chelsea Chandler, Macy Chiasson, Juliana Pena. Like 135 is
Melissa
top
Dixon
heavy.
too.
Who?
That girl Melissa Dixon, the one that
Oh, Melissa Dixon. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, for sure. But 135 is top heavy. 25 is not top heavy. 25 is heavy all the way through. So like 25,
Mhm.
like so to me, that's why it kind of means more when it means a lot more when somebody works their way to the top at flyweight. I feel like they have a little bit more respect, other than people like Juliana Pena or somebody who's been at 135 for a long time and and fought a lot of people. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But people, like Panny and stuff like that, like and they lose in a division that's top heavy. Like people like Panny should be winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Panny wins some fights, but people like that should be winning, man. And it's just a different dynamic, man. It's just I can't get the words. I can't find the words I'm really looking for right now, but it's just a different dynamic. It means more to rise to the top at 25 than it does at 35 right now.
Oh yeah, I agree. Darby said when flyweight was created, he said it would become one of the best divisions. He said he was one of the ones he said that thought it would be the best, most natural weights for women. And it is. I mean, when you look at it, everybody was trying to come up. Whenever they created it, JoJo moved up. Uh, Cavill, she tried to move up there, and Andrade moved up. They had a lot of fighters moving up, a lot of girls moving down, like Chikagan, Lauren Murphy. So yeah, it was like the perfect weight class for them. Is instead of training themselves down in 115, if they couldn't make it. But
A lot of
Zama said, BJ, you got no more love for Juliana Pena?
No, I got love for Juliana Pena. That's why I said it, except for people like Pena and Rocky and GDR and people like that who's been at the top. Ketlin Vieira, Irene Aldana. Those Misha Tate. Those are your prime. That's your prime ribs. So that's your prime meat at 135. So then you have people circling like Macy Chiasson. You got people circling. Maida Bueno Silva. I don't think Maida Bueno Silva can swim, no, dude. At 135, I don't think so, man. But you got Misha Tate and all of them, and Macy Chiasson circling, all this stuff going on. Norma Dumont. But then it's like you have them. People who that when they step in there, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a good fight when you see those people step in there, and it's gonna be a high level competitive fight. But the rest of these newcomers, some of these girls ain't living up to it, man. They're just not. They're not living up to it. Like as the division, as you go down the list, man, and you look at the 135 roster, it's not really. It's not as memorable. Like we can remember how fights played out with these unranked fighters. Can we really remember all of these unranked fights at 135 or these lower level fights? Can you really look at this matchup and say, "Oh, I remember how that went down"? No, not really. But can we remember how Priscilla Cachoeira versus Miranda Maverick went down? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can we jump back and look at how Ariane Lipsky versus Montana De La Rosa went? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, because those fights, because it's different at 125. So,
yeah. Zama said he would exchange 135 to atomweight in a heartbeat at this point.
Well, just about.
Yeah, they really, really don't have like the unranked parts, unranked realm. It just don't hit the same as
right.
125 right now.
125 is hard, dude. 125 is hard. Like these girls that come up these girls that get in 125. Good luck, man. Like good luck. Good luck. That's all I can tell you, man. Like good luck.
Colostrum said Melissa Dixon will be a champ at bantamweight. What do you think about that?
I mean, they all gotta beat. You gotta beat Juliana Pena, man. Like you gotta beat Holly. You gotta beat Pena. You gotta beat Rocky, Ketlin Vieira. You know what I'm saying?
At some point, I would love to see Melissa Dixon and Misha Tate. That would be a good test for her ground game.
Dude. That's a good fight, man. That's a good fight.
Nothing but blood in that fight, either both sides.
Nothing but blood. Because Misha gonna fight, dude. Like that last performance for Misha, man. Like that kind of helped the division too, man. Because it's like okay, Misha back. You know what I'm saying? Like Misha really like looking good out there. She looking like Strike Force Misha out there. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good look for the division to see somebody like Misha Tate go out there and still, she still got it. Even though it was Julia Avila, you know what I'm saying? But Misha Tate can beat anybody, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's one of those pioneers that can still be competitive in there, man. People was like, oh, Misha Tate, this and that, she shouldn't do it. Man, Misha Tate's still fighting, man. Like she still can fight, bro. And if Misha can stick to what she did in her last fight and be, that wrestler aggressive, like and show her strengths. She fell in love with her hands a little bit too much here recently and on her comeback. You know what I'm saying? Like she did outstrike Marion Reyno. You know what I'm saying? That fight with Ketlin Vieira was competitive. Like even on the feet, man, that fight was still competitive. And Misha can be competitive. Like that's one thing like about Misha Tate. Like she can be competitive, but Misha has to stick to what it is that she has to stick to, which is taking people down and making it hell for them on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah, don't
Misha,
start striking till you get him to the ground. That's what she needs to
right,
do.
right, exactly. You know, and Misha got some good ground and pound, man. Good submissions. She can lock you. And Misha makes submitting people look easy, bro. Like she does. Like you can tell that that's something that she does, bro. So but that and little things like that. Now we got like GDR coming back, and stuff like and then you got people like Norma Dumont, and you got Kayla Harrison coming in. Like, it's 135 got some potential. I think that Boulder is starting to pick up some speed rolling down the hill. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll
Yeah,
see.
it's not dead to me. I know a lot of people think it needs to be put out as misery, but even if they brought in atom weight, I wouldn't get rid of 135. I just think they need
No,
to find
no.
like more talent. Like they need to find talent
And
like they find it
they need to do an Ultimate Fighter season.
basically pretty much. Again, they got to do one for bantamweight. Real quick, appreciate that Zach with the 5 spot. He said Zach Mojo said, "What about Harrison's debut? Are we excited for the new blood?" He said he is excited for Kayla Harrison's debut.
I'm
Um,
excited. I'm excited for Kayla Harrison's debut, but there's a cloud over it, bro. But go ahead, Combo.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm more just interested in see like how she moves at 135 because I know that that's not her natural weight, so I'm not really excited to see her like take over. But if she go in there and physically dominate Holly, that's kind of what's expected. I'm actually kind of interested in seeing what she does against somebody that's a little bit younger, like Macy Chase on or something. I'm kind of interested in to see how Kayla would do against her. But
I want to see
the
how
Holly
Kayla
fight's
do
a
with
real
somebody
test
like.
for her. It should be.
I
It
want.
should be.
They need to put Kayla Harrison in there with all of them featherweights. That's at 35. All them bona fide featherweights at 35. That's who she needs to fight. Holly, her next fight needs to be Macy Chasson. Then she needs to fight Norma Dumont, or no, wait a minute, Chelsea Chandler, and then Norma Dumont.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Real
saying?
quick,
Or
hold up, real quick, man. Robot Chicken, man. I'm about to get you, man. He over here messing around. Don't be saying that. He said, Panty need to be working at Denny's. Come on now. I like Denny's, okay, but look, I don't want to see our girl working up in there. Robot, you about to get blocked, man. Then he said Pena. Look, then he said Pena hadn't fought in 2 years and she on her way out.
he tripping. He tripping. Come on, man. You ain't never heard Juliana Pena say nothing about no retirement, bro. You ain't never heard that ever. Stop playing, dude. Juliana Pena want to be champion. Maybe after Juliana Pena, read this and weep. Maybe after Juliana Pena becomes a 2-time champion, she'll retire. But until then, nah. But
No, I don't think
unfortunately,
she's
she
done
will
yet.
be a 2-time champion.
Yeah, she ain't done yet. But yeah, she ain't done because I think she ain't going anywhere till she at least get that belt back, or maybe get it and defend it and make them last couple fights and make some big money for her because she just really started to. She's like honestly, she's the only one putting some life in the division. Like
Yeah, and
Maya Brady
Juliana,
still was trying, but I think like she's trying. It's a tough act to follow when Ronda was running the division for so long and Amanda was on top.
yeah, but the perfect person to do it is Juliana Pena, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and for me, Kayla Harrison try to talk shit too. I can't wait to hear her and Juliana Pena talk shit to each other. Dude, I'm telling you, I cannot wait until Juliana Pena destroys Kayla Harrison on the microphone, bro. And she going to like that, and it's gonna make people hate Juliana like Yair Rodriguez. It's gonna make people hate Juliana Pena. It's gonna make people hate her so much more than what they hate her now. But she gonna destroy Kayla Harrison on the microphone.
Yeah,
Because
she's
Pena
come.
done
Yeah,
been
she gonna be talking trash, man. She gonna be able to
yeah,
be
'cause
talking trash.
Pena been a UFC champ. She ain't no PFL champ. She gonna talk about how Kayla Harrison fought bums her whole career. How she was some other. Pena ain't gonna say PFL. She gonna say you were some lower level organization champion. Like Pena gonna rip Kayla Harrison, and then she gonna talk about the weight. Can you even make weight? Like I can hear her saying it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you even make weight? Like this, I can hear Pena saying, "I'll fight you at 135, 45, wherever you want to fight at. I'll fight you." Like I can hear it now. So I mean, yeah, it is. And Kayla Harrison, what can she say? What can Kayla Harrison say to Juliana Pena?
Kayla gonna block her on Twitter.
Right. That's it. You know. So and then she gonna talk about her running from Cyborg. Like, boy, Juliana, that's a verbal ass whooping that I think Kayla Harrison needs to try to avoid. Like, don't talk. Don't.
I will give GDR. I'm not GDR. Shout out to Get with Candy. She said she hopes that GDR can. She thinks GDR can rule 135. But yeah, real quick, I was gonna say on the mic, opinion, she gonna win that battle, man. And if she win that battle, it's all in how well Kayla's mental chin is. Like, can she take them shots, man? Can she take some shots?
He said her mental chin.
Is it does she got that E-Boss chin?
That's what I'm saying.
Or
Yeah.
does she got that who's somebody with a really solid chin, man, right now? That's a good question. Who got a really good chin at WMMA right now?
A really good chin?
Yeah, real good chin.
Aaron Blanchfield.
Okay. Aaron
Blanchfield got that. Aaron Blanchfield got that chin of steel, dude. Her, Jessica Andrade. Let me see who else.
Zach said Aldana does.
Yeah, dude. Yes, Irene Aldana, man. She got a brick chin, bro. Juliana Pena got a chin too.
Yeah, Julia Pena. We say Juliana Pena. I'd say Mackenzie Dern do too then. Because they both got dropped over and over in the fight, and they kept getting up.
Yeah, that's true. Mackenzie Dern got a chin too. Yeah, Amanda Ebas though, she got the chin.
Yeah.
She got the best. She the number one chin in the WMMA, boy.
Oh man, don't even.
Somebody said GDR was gonna spank Norma. What you think about that, man? When is
GDR
that fight?
Spank Norma? Hold on. Let me see. Closer said GDR can spank Norma. She could start you, man. She put that right hand down the pipe. She could put Norma.
She might put Norma out, bro. She might hurt Norma, bro. I love Norma Dumont, you know what I'm saying? But Norma Dumont is durable at 145. And and she's been dropped at 45, dude. But at 30, it's her trying to get down to 35, bro.
Yeah.
And then fighting GDR, bro. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Holly. Yeah, Holly. That's who I was thinking. Holly got a great chin. Holly has a great chin.
She does.
Said Lauren Murphy does too.
Lauren Murphy, yep, she does.
And Felicia Spencer did, yeah. Robot
Felicia Spencer. Hey, it's Valentina.
That Aaron got the Homer Simpson chin.
Is Valentina chinny though?
Oh boy, I know we ain't.
I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking.
I knew you were gonna ask that question tonight, man. I knew. I was like, either gonna say what I think of her chin, or is she chinny?
Is Valentina chinny?
I don't think she's chinny, man. I think that she just ain't been hit before, and that's how she reacted, man. She did roll though, man. I ain't gonna lie. That made her roll, man. She did roll from that punch. I think, look, I'll say this: her chin does not compare to Holly Holmes' chin. Nobody's does really though. Holly got amazing.
Yeah, Holly got a good chin, bro. Like Holly done took some big shots from punches, but it took a kick to put Holly down.
See, yeah, Easy said it too. She just never been hit that solid, man.
Y'all say what you want to.
She ain't shitty because, like, well, Amanda, honestly, yeah, Amanda never got a chance to like plant one on her either. Amanda never really hit her solid.
Mumu said Valentina chinny.
He said Valentine. All right, Moo. He said Andrade basically hurt her hands on. Yeah, Andrade did hurt her hands on Murphy's chin. Basically, is that how she broke them hands, Moo, for the Aaron Blanchfield fight? Oh, Paul, yeah, Jasmine Jazzy Vicious got a good chin too. That's a
Bro,
good one.
Jazzy got a good chin, bro. I keep forgetting about her for some reason. I keep
Jazzy,
forgetting about Jazzy. Who's she gonna
yeah.
fight next, bro?
Oh, Jazzy versus she's already ranked now. I think Jazzy versus uh let's see,
Casey
she fought
O'Neill.
Tracy and Miranda already. Her and Casey O'Neill, yeah.
Yeah, that's the fight.
Or Arujo.
Oh, you see, there you go. You trying to get out of Rujo knocked out.
How
Not,
Jasmine?
not, not,
Jasmine.
not knocked out. You trying to get out of Rujo demoralized.
You
That's
said
what's
get her
up. Bro, you trying to get her demoralized, bro.
what? Look, those are my two matches. I want Arujo versus Jasmine and Andrea Lee versus Cachoeira.
God dang, bro. Like, you really trying to get, bro, you want Andrea Lee cut. You ain't gonna be satisfied till Andrea Lee is in the PFL 2025 flyweight
Oh, when she
tournament.
get over there, look, I want her matched up with Dakota DeChiva right away. Or Denise Keelholz. I want her matched up with Keelholz ASAP.
God, dude. But I will put her in there with Samiko Inaba, man.
Oh yeah, that too.
I'll put her
Shoot.
in there with Samiko Inaba, bro.
Or Jenna Bishop.
Jenna Bishop will take her down and beat her up real bad, bro. I would definitely pick a lot of those girls over Andrea Lee. But that's like 5 losses in a row for Lee, right?
Man, it's like 5, yeah. It's like 5.
God. Shoo, man.
Dang, Easy said Connor Watanabe would beat Andrea Lee for real.
Hey, Connor Watanabe dangerous, dude. Like, don't let Connor fool you, man. Like, I'm telling y'all, man. Like, don't let Connor fool you. Like, Connor done beat some of my favorite people who I always pick to beat her, dude. Like, the only person that beat Connor Watanabe that I picked to beat her was McFarlane, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody
Oh,
else
okay.
I picked to beat her, she beat him, dude. So, you know what I mean? Like, Connor Watanabe, like, you got this, you know, when a fighter beats people that you pick to beat them multiple times in a row, like, that kind of like brings attention. Like, I'm kind of going through that with Macy Barber right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
That's why I'm still giving Macy some respect, because, dude, I be picking these people to beat Macy Barber, and she keep on beating them convincingly, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you know what? I gotta go. Like, in that Chukagian fight, I said, I gotta go with Macy Barber, man. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, you know what I'm saying? She pulled it off. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
so yeah, it's hard to pick against Macy at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Whew, what was I getting ready to say? I was about to say something and I forgot what I was gonna say, man.
About Andrea Lee?
No, we were talking about Samiko Inaba versus Andrea Lee. I was gonna
Jenna
say something.
Bishop.
I forgot what I was gonna say, man.
Okay,
I
hold
really
on. Mumu said Grasso already wobbled Valentina in the first fight and made Valentina do the roly-poly in the second fight. He said, how many times did Valentina need to get dropped to, I guess, to prove her chinny? I just think that's Grasso's timing too and heavy hands, man. Like Grasso is Grasso, she is like a heavy-handed fighter. You know, they said she got big hands too for her size.
she does, dude. Y'all ever looked at her hands before?
I'd be scared to look at him sometimes.
Yeah, Grasso got some big ass hands. Like, you could tell she been punching her whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell she
Hmm.
been punching.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
look
she
like
got
them
some.
hands. Look like she be hitting the speed bag with the cinder block pieces in there or something, man.
I'm
Like
telling you, dude, like, Grasso hands got some miles on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, Francisco Grasso and them, Alexa Grasso started at a very, very young age.
mhm.
And, you know, you can look at her hands and feet and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You can tell.
Mhm.
You know,
No,
like,
Moo, yeah, I know she ain't hurting a lot of people. Like she don't have like Lamos power or something like that, but I think she's just a very, very, hard puncher, like strong puncher.
two things, Colin, before I get out of here that I wanted to ask you about. Good to
Okay.
see good to see my girl Alejandra Lara got a fight.
Alejandra Lara. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Who, yeah, she sure do. She got a fight coming up, Combate, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
So it
look,
was.
she better win.
Yeah, she got to win, bro. She has to win. And maybe over here, what I'm saying, the judging is going to be a little bit better. And the reason I say that, man, because I feel like at least two, maybe three of these fights on this losing streak of Alejandra Lara's could have went her way, man. Like that. Especially that there's two of them, that Conor fight, that Conor Watanabe fight, and that Diana Afsaragova fight, man. Like those easily could have went to Alejandra Lara. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
maybe over here she could put on a little bit more. And I agree. I agree with Lara could have done more and made a little bit better decisions in there, like especially against Diana Afsaragova. She could have started throwing those, because as soon as Alejandra Lara started throwing those straight shots, she started snapping Diana Afsaragova's head back. You know what I'm saying? She was throwing a lot of looping shots in the beginning, and Diana was coming straight down the pipe, put a lot of damage on Lara. You know what I'm saying? But Lara, you know what I'm saying, as soon as she switched up and started throwing those straight shots, she started having success, and a lot of success on Afsaragova. But I really hope she can win more convincingly to where or start getting some finishes to where the judges take the judges out of it, because clearly they're not in her favor. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
going to the scorecards is risky for Lara.
Oh yeah, it always is, cause like she like turns into a brawl mode and like
Right.
puts her chin out there too much.
Yeah. She's got a good chin too, though.
Yeah, she got. Oh yeah, great. She got a great chin. Yeah, yeah. She's another one
Yeah.
with a good chin. Oh,
Yeah.
Colostrum said BJ. BJ Natalia versus Chikagan? Who you got?
Chukagian.
Okay.
I got Chukagian in that fight. My other thing too is, what you think about the grappling match, the karate comeback grappling match, man? De La Rosa versus Robertson.
I was watching a little bit. I didn't get to finish it. Um, I know you told me a little bit about it. Maybe give me your thoughts on it real quick.
I mean, Jillian came out, what I'm saying, got that top control on Montana, held Montana down, you know what I'm saying, and it, Jillian was working like she was in an MMA fight, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, it shows you how much of a specialist that Robertson is, because the same way she positionally dominates girls in the MMA cage, she's doing it shows you how pure her jiu-jitsu is. And Jillian's so good at adding strikes in, you know what I'm saying, and finding those strikes, you know what I'm saying, in those side control positions and things like that. Very heavy on top. And she looked big. She looked much bigger than Montana in there. Like, I gotta be honest. Like, I understand Montana's a little taller than Jillian, but Jillian Robertson was at least 140 something pounds in there. Like, she looked way bigger than Montana in that fight. In that grappling match. If you go back and look at, if you guys hadn't seen that, like, but she was really dominating Montana, and then Montana, reversed the positions and got a takedown on Robertson, took her down, and it was pretty even to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Montana was upset about it. She said the rules clearly stated you win by submission attempts. You go by what happened in the match. She did have more submission attempts over Robertson, and Montana was just a bit heavier on top than Robertson was on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, Montana, when she got on top, like, she was on top. And, they gave it to Robertson, you know what I'm saying? Saying what they say, Jillian's people were the ones who put on the event, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, it was going to swing in Robertson's direction. But, it just, two high-level grapplers, man. Like, it showed it was a good grappling match. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. Jillian snuck in a nice little kick. You know what I'm saying? When Montana was trying to, get in and get that top position, Jillian kicked her off. I was like, oh, okay, you can do that in a jiu-jitsu match. But it was good. It was good. I had honestly picked Montana to win it, though, just because I thought, she would be bigger. But man, nah, Jillian Robertson was big in there, dude.
Yeah. 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 Whenever I guess during that downtime, she does put on a little bit of weight, and I think that's where you get to kind of see her really kind of use that size to her advantage. Uh Let me see. Easy said Jillian should have kicked her in the face. Oh man.
Come on, man. She would have opened that nose up if she'd have kicked it in the face.
Oh boy. Easy said Combate is a stepping stone for Laura. I think he said she might end up in the UFC if she does well, in my opinion. Yeah, she could, man. That's why I said she got the win. She got the win. Like if Alejandra Lara put together at least 3 or 4 good wins, she can go to the UFC.
Might see her on like the Contender Series or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like she'll put her in the Contender Series.
Bruh. If she can get if Laura can put together a nice little win streak, bro, and she bring that brawl mentality to the UFC, bro, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I think she's going up to 35 though for this
Oh,
fight.
is she?
I think so. I'm not 100. I don't think this is a flyweight fight. I think this is a bantamweight fight.
Okay.
If it is a bantamweight fight, I want to see how she looks at 135. She's fought at 135 in the past, but recently her body has changed recently. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at some of her earlier Bellator fights, she was much thinner. Like earlier part of her Bellator run, she was
Yeah, she
much
was.
thinner.
Mhm.
Now, and and even though her body is much bigger, she's still making 25. So I think this fight is at 35. I might be wrong, but because she's massive at 25, dude. Like she might fit into 35 better though. But if she came
Yeah.
to the UFC, she'd have to fight flyweight.
Yeah, she would have to, man, because I don't think she could, even though 135 ain't like popping like that. I don't know if she could hang with 135, man. The girls over there get kind of big, man.
Yeah, bro, they get big. Especially people like Shayson and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With somebody that's really like a flyweight. Laura's she's definitely a flyweight, but she's big, dude. Like Laura, and she done missed weight a couple times too. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Combo, I'm
Ooh,
getting
hey,
off here,
look,
bro.
hold up real quick. Running Rainey
Okay, go ahead.
said she want to see Jillian Robertson demolish Tatiana Suarez.
And you'll never hear me say this. You'll never hear me
Uh-oh.
say this again. You'll never hear me say this again. I do not think that's a fight Robertson could win. I do not think that's a fight Robertson could win. I think it's possible because I think Jillian is savvy enough on the ground that if
If it started
Tatiana
on the ground.
say what?
I said the fight started on the ground or something, right?
I think that what I'm saying is like if the fight gets to the ground, I think that it's absolutely possible that Robertson could, in some kind of scramble or something like that, if it got to that, you know what I'm saying? Like if a scramble happened, like and Jillian could grab onto something, you know what I'm saying? Because Jillian's transitions are fast, man. Especially at strawweight, her transitions are fast. And again, you know what I'm saying? Jillian was a flyweight, so she's a little stronger than some of these other girls. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that could play a factor into it, but I just don't think so. I think that wrestling pressure, we've seen what big, powerful grapplers, you know what I'm saying, how they beat Jillian Robertson, Tyler Santos, Miranda Maverick. You know what I'm saying? We see what happens when Jillian faces those physical, type people, those strong people. She struggles in that, you know what I'm saying? Because Jillian is never going to be the fastest. She's never going to be the strongest. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So she typically loses to that kind of fighter. I would, versus somebody like Mackenzie Dern, on the other hand, that makes it like that's an interesting fight. Robertson versus Mackenzie Dern. That fight is interesting. That fight to me is a little closer on the scale there versus, Suarez versus Robertson. You know what I'm saying? That fight, I think Suarez takes Robertson 30-27. I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 30-27. You only think it would be a finish?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, probably, possible. I don't know. But I don't know, man. I think she beats Robertson, but if Robertson stepped in there with Mackenzie Dern, that fight ain't going past the second round. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that fight ain't going past the second round, dog.
That'd be interesting, man. Like, would they choose to strike, or would they choose to see who has the best jiu-jitsu? That's the thing with me. Yeah.
I don't think that Robertson would strike with. I don't think Robertson would strike too long with Mackenzie because Mackenzie throws heavy punches, man. Like she does. She throws heavy punches. I think that'll be. But then again, it could turn into a striking match. You know what I'm saying? I think Dern wins that. You know what I'm saying? Because they both might be like, you know what I'm saying? They both might be like, do we do this way or do we do this that way? You know? But I think if it got, but dude, imagine what we would see them two. Imagine what we would see on the ground though, but like with those two.
Man, that would be crazy. That would be crazy, man. Like if they just went to pure grappling, man, and just went straight to the ground, that would be man, that'd be tough to call.
That'd be tough to call. It would. I see that playing out. The guys do some homework. I'm gonna hit y'all with some MMA knowledge, some history. Gunnar Nelson versus Cowboy Oliveira. If you haven't ever watched that fight, go watch that fight. That's one of the best grappling sequences that I've seen in a men's MMA fight in the past 10 years. The grappling sequences in that fight were so high level, you know what I'm saying? Because Cowboy Oliveira, Brazilian, his jiu-jitsu is good. And he came in there to test Gunnar Nelson's jiu-jitsu because Gunnar Nelson's known for his jiu-jitsu as well and his wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And those guys jockeying for position on the ground, man, that was a crazy, crazy, crazy fight. So, I think that something like that could come out from, somebody like Robertson and Dern matching up. That's a really good match. Like if Jillian Robertson, she's not booked to fight anybody, is she?
No, Jillian's not right now.
Okay. If Jillian can win, if she can beat
no,
somebody,
Jillian Robertson's booked to fight Michelle Waterson, remember?
I was about to say, yes, she fight Michelle Waterson. I thought so. Yeah. If she beats Michelle Waterson, why not fight Mackenzie Dern? Like at this point, like why not fight somebody like a Verna or Mackenzie Dern?
Yeah, like let's say if Verna loses the Loopy, they need to make Verna and Jillian fight if Jillian beats Michelle Waterson.
That's a good fight, dude.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
That's a damn good fight. That's a good fight. So I'm just see strawweight's heating up, man. Like we got potential matchups going on at strawweight as well. So strawweight is about, it's not quite as interesting as flyweight, but it's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, I don't think Ronda really hates Suarez like that. I think she just want to see her move up.
Let me look.
All right.
Rini, look at Rini showing love to Jillian Robertson in the comments. Easy E said, I don't know, BJ. Jillian is pretty strong. She is, man. Like, I mean, yes, Jillian is strong, but like, and if Jillian can get that top position on you, man, like she is heavy. Like her downward pressure, man, is something. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like her downward pressure. Like some of these grapplers have that downward pressure, man. Suarez got it. Unfortunately, Mackenzie Dern don't have it. Like she don't have that downward pressure like that, man. But when Robertson and like somebody like Robertson gets on top of you, man, like these girls, you see these girls really struggle to try to get up, man. Like sometimes these girls can get up, you know what I'm saying? But like Miranda Maverick got up, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Miranda Maverick knows how to get up. But if you don't know how to get up and Robertson got you flat on your back, man, like you in trouble. Like you in trouble, man. So
yeah, I don't want to see Waterson in that position, man. Waterson better keep it standing, man.
but we about to.
You said we about to. Oh man, come on.
But we about to though.
No, look, I disagree. Not Colton. Colostrum said that Dern don't believe in herself. She gave that fight away. No, it's not the fact that Dern don't believe in herself. It's like she's not improving she's not improving in certain things, but she's being too reckless. Like Dern believes in herself. Don't get it twisted when it comes. Dern believes in herself as a fighter. That's why she's in there. Like
Right.
the girl has a heart. Like she is confident she's a fighter, but she's got to turn it down some and start making better choices in there. Like Dern is not a Dern fighter that don't believe in themselves sometimes is would you say like Montana, right? Like sometimes just don't seem like they fully confident, they
Yeah.
pulling the trigger.
Yeah. Yeah. Montana's a great example. Andrea Lee too. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Andrea Lee, exactly. That's why I keep saying like Andrea Lee, she got a lot of tools, but she's the opposite of Dern. Like Dern has less tools, but she's confident. But Andrea Lee is got all the tools, but don't believe in herself.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man.
Dern and don't believe in herself just don't go in the same. I mean, after the performances she's put on and like the heart she showed, I
Right.
mean, she
Right.
kept trying,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, dude, that's like you can't like that that unwavering confidence, like I always talk about, man. Like Macy Barber, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell them folks, man. Like folks like that, man. You can say whatever you want to say about that person. When that person believes they can go in there and beat anybody, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it is obvious that they think like that.
Yeah, whether we know they might not, they might get starched in there. I mean, I can't knock her heart. Oh, Zay said, "Do y'all think the UFC is going to rebook Suarez Lemos?" I think they might because Lemos said that if she beat Dern, she wants that fight, and if Suarez want to come back soon, that's that that's the only other fight available. I think they should though. What about you?
People out here in these streets really thinking Lamos gonna start there. I mean, gonna spark Tatiana Suarez. It's possible, but I don't know, man. I don't know because she can drown Tatiana on the feet. Like I said, you put pressure on Tatiana, you can get through her defenses, man. Like she don't have some stellar defense. The fear of her wrestling works, as a shield for Tatiana on the feet. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
mean, it does. It does. And most people want to talk about that, want to argue that. You can argue that all you want to. That's how I look at it. Because when these fighters put pressure on Tatiana Suarez and they come forward on her, you know what I'm saying? When they get her close to the cage, when she's engaging people on the feet, like, and they start swinging at her, like her defenses are not that good. Like, there's like a sliver of panic on her face when it's like that. Not panic, but it's like, whoa, I better get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tatiana to me don't have the IQ to fire back. And I don't see Tatiana Suarez throw hooks. Like she don't throw hooks and like power shots. She does, you know what I'm saying? Like she beamed Andrade with that straight left. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? When she was circling Andrade, like she did beam her with that. But that was like really it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see her planting her feet and digging into some shots or ripping the body and stuff like that. Like Tatiana's very kick heavy. Like she throws a lot of kicks to keep the distance. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows what she's gonna do, and that fear of getting grabbed up by her it freezes a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
if it doesn't freeze Amanda Lemos, Tatiana could be in some trouble on the feet. But if Tatiana, she knows that how dangerous a fighter. She hasn't really fought somebody that dangerous other than Andrade. You know what I'm saying? That's that dangerous on the feet like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And if she can, I think can Tatiana get Lemos down to the ground right away? Absolutely. Has Tatiana
Mhm.
taken that approach to people before? Absolutely. There's been fights where Tatiana comes out and goes straight to the takedown.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's done that. So I need this is a fight that she would have to do that in, if you ask me. I don't think she should engage Lemos because Lemos gonna try to take her head off, bro. And
Oh yeah,
Tatiana,
yeah.
like I said, her defenses ain't all of that good, man. So, I think if there's a fighter, if there's a fighter who's more of a like I thought that's why I thought that the Montana fight would take place more on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Because they're both grapplers. I know Tatiana believes she's a better grappler than Montana, but I figured she would think that Montana would be, competitive in some of those exchanges and stuff like that. I thought that fight could take place more on the feet, but no, man, she went right after it. So who knows, man? I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was wrong on Montana's part there. Like I think she should have kept it standing, And I think that's a situation where she believed in herself a little too much. Like Montana believed in that in that situation, she believed in that ground game would be able to compete with Suarez, but no, it didn't work. Colostrum said, I mean how she got an easy takedown in round one and then in round two just abandoned it. Even with that, I think that's the same thing. I think Dern that's an IQ thing. Like I don't really think that she was not confident that the takedown would work again. I think she just was trying to do her. She was trying to do whatever she felt instead of focused on what was working. Like that's like an IQ thing. Like she just making
Yeah,
bad choices. Like
it's
it
little
don't make
things like
it
that.
didn't say that she didn't believe in like her takedowns. Like maybe her corner should have been like, do it again. Do that again. Or something in her mind should have been saying, "Do that again," because it worked. Like the
Man, that
way the
takedown,
way
that takedown was
Blanchfield
beautiful.
pinned up Santos when it worked the second round, she kept doing it.
Yeah, and that takedown was beautiful, man. Like when Suarez double leg, grab the legs, man. It was when she shot that takedown. Dude, I jumped up out of my seat, bro.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
thought
"That's how
about to
you
be
do
like
it,
some Way
Donnie."
Lee stuff again.
Say that again.
I thought it was about to be some Way Lee situation again.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. Like, but she shot that double leg. I said, okay, Mackenzie Dern, like that's how you do it. And I was
Mhm.
I was expecting to see it again in rounds 2 and round 3, but we didn't get it. But it is what it is.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
But yeah, Combo, I'm jumping off here, bro.
okay. I was
Yes,
just about
sir.
to say, I was about to jump off an hour ago, but I said, I know that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, man. You know how it go, man.
Oh yeah. Already look, when I say I'm gonna get off an hour, you might as well make sure another hour is reserved.
Exactly. I knew I was gonna talk at least 45 minutes, bro.
At least
I
45.
knew it was gonna be at least 45 minutes or so, and there's so much for me trying to get to bed early, but whatever, bro. Yeah, man. But nice to talk to you, bro. By request,
Always.
guys. By request, Combo Breaker 99 request that I do. Who did you say?
Aaron and Tyler and
Aaron and
first Aaron
Tyler
and JJ Aldridge, yeah.
and Aaron and JJ Aldridge. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, guys. So yeah, I will see you guys probably. I'm gonna start it off early this week, Combo. I'm gonna say Tuesday. I'm gonna come on here tomorrow night. I'm gonna do something tomorrow night. I might do that tomorrow night, but I might wait a little bit longer. So in the week, but I'm gonna do something tomorrow night because I'm off Tuesday this week. So I won't have
Okay.
to go to bed tomorrow night. So yeah, guys.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might
yeah.
just go
Tomorrow I'll
ahead and
be
do
there.
that
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll all be there.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, I'm out, man. Peace out, man.
All right, later, bro.
Later, man. Hey, y'all smash that like button. Peace out.
All right, y'all. Yeah, I'm about to get up off here myself. Yeah, G Frame said get on Verdict, y'all. I need to get on there, man. I've just been tied up. But yeah, get on Verdict. He said, let's see those picks for the week's main event. Yeah, man, that junk is right now, man. We down to days now. We were weeks and weeks out. Now we down to days out, man. The thing is this weekend. Wow. But we're gonna talk more about it too this week because y'all want my pick on Aaron Manon. Y'all know how I'm pushing it out. But I need to watch a couple more fights here before I get that solid pick. But yeah, we'll do that this week. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Good conversation. Like always, hit the like on your way out. Subscribe. And I'm hungry. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.